the era of the hashtag, it has become more popular to talk about the grind than embrace it. In the times of social media, cliches dominate the airways, and it seems like everyone these days is more focused on what they're going to look like at the finish line than finishing through the line itself. In this growing world of Insta results, everyone preaches about hard work, but it seems like people have forgotten what it means to work hard. It seems as if people have also forgotten about what it means to have core values, and this is why this video exists. When I was a head strength and conditioning coach, there were only 4 core values I ever requested my peers and my athletes to possess. And that's honor, accountability, resiliency, and discipline. Essentially, these core values challenge you to do everything as hard as you can, to work as hard as you can, to play as hard as you can, to fight as hard as you can, to train as hard as you can, and to live life and strive to be your best as hard as you can. Now, what does it mean to put these values into practice? Let's start at the first value, honor. Having honor is having respect for yourself, your peers, your superiors, and all of those who come before you. This is doing the right thing regardless of the situation. And having honor is not letting what happens in your social life affect what happens in your professional life, because you understand that your actions represent more than just yourself. Value 2 is accountability. This is showing up on time and giving 100% effort 100% of the time. Being accountable is doing what is right regardless of how challenging or difficult the task may be. And being accountable is ensuring that everyone around you lives to that very same standard. Value number 3 is resiliency. This is not accepting defeat even when you fail. Being resilient is learning from your mistakes and not losing vision of your goals regardless of how bad things may be. Being resilient is pulling things together when the world around you is falling apart and no one believes in you. And to do that, you need discipline. Having discipline is doing what is right in the face of success or failure. This is staying the course even when momentum is going your way, and this is staying the course even when momentum isn't going your way, and staying even keel and executing at the same standard regardless of what happens around you. See, the reality of the world is that the finish line isn't in sight. And if we are all focused on the finish, we can struggle at the start and may fall short in the middle of that race. It's only by embracing the entire process that we put ourselves in position to get to the finish. They say that when life gets tough, we fall back on our training. So what if we trained ourselves to embrace these 4 core values, not just saying these words, but by practicing the actions behind these words and do everything as hard as we can? If we did this each and every single day, where would we be? What would we talk like? What would we sound like? What would we work like? What would we look like? What would our world look like? If we worked hard, if we played hard, if we fought hard, if we trained hard.